today I'm going to show you what's inside of my tack box and what I take to fair and just kind of like anywhere that I take my animals, I guess. So this year I'm taking 2 goats to the fair, so I have a little bit of extra stuff in here that I would normally have. But I like have everything in here divided up into bags of what's what. Everything has my name on it and every bag has my name on it. But the first thing that I take is blankets. So this is like a heavy duty blanket, like fleece lined. I probably won't actually use this because it's pretty hot at our fair, but it's good to have just in case. But what I do use at fair are these blankets. This is my Pro Cool blanket. And so it's like mesh so they don't get hot, but then also it keeps them clean. So I have 4 of these and I'll take 2 to the fair with me. I only have 1 in here now, but I'll take 2 to the fair with me because I have 2 different goats. To go along with that, I have my goat tube. And this one's trashed. This is like what I'll put on. I give them a bath before I go to fair, so I'll put this one on before they go to fair, and then they'll have clean ones at fair. It's just spandex, and it's like rough edged, like cut and stuff. So this will go on, and then their Pro Cool blanket will go on top of that. And this is just to keep them clean. It's super lightweight, they don't get overheated, and yeah. And then another thing to keep them clean, because I'm not going to wash them a bunch, these are my leg wraps. I only have 1 set of these, but I show my goats on different days anyways, so it won't be that big of a deal. But these just wrap up all the hair that I'm keeping. I keep my goats' leg hair, so I wrap these on. They're actually for lamb leg wool, but I use it for my goats too. And they're super convenient. You can also use like vet wrap and stuff, like Cassie. Okay, for washing, I have this, and this container is for the soap. So you like put your soap in here, you connect it to a hose, and then you can like spray the water, and then if you want to spray them down with soap and water, you just turn this thing, and then you can spray them down with soap, so you don't have to sit there and scrub and scrub and scrub. They're just like, the soap's on, then you can scrub them down and then rinse them back off. And this is convenient because I have 2 goats going to fair, and I'm sure you could use it for sheep and stuff too. And you have like the, what's this called? Flow, I don't know. Like flood, mist, jet, that kind of stuff, so you can like put it on whatever you need. That stuff's gonna fall off. So, on to just kind of like random stuff, because everything's just kind of thrown in here. I have this bag, and this is kind of just like a random bag. I don't even know. I guess this is like grooming. So I have my hoof trimmers. I always trim my goats' hooves at fair, even if they already look kind of clean, just in case the judge checks them. And I also have my hoof pick in here, just in case. Foot rot is going around very bad where we live, so I'm not going to send my goats to the fair without having their feet protected, especially because I'm bringing one home. So I have a hoof sealant kind of thing. So this is my brush for that. Also, if you're doing like where you dye their horns and their hooves like the same shade, you could use this brush for that too. It's super cheap, just a cheap little brush. I have a backup hoof pick, just in case I lose that one or anything, or someone steals it. My name's on everything, but that doesn't mean that someone's not going to take it. And this is also like a comb in case I need that. And then this fun little bag. There's 2 toothbrushes in here. There's like, not a kid's toothbrush, but a baby's toothbrush would work just fine. This is a soft bristle toothbrush for the tail, like the underneath of the tail and around their like butt and stuff. because you have to scrub all of that down. I use this also for like the bridge of their nose, like scrubbing that clean. Obviously I do that before I clean their butt, but you know. Then I have a more firm bristle toothbrush. This is for, one of my goats still has his horns, so that will be for like washing those, scrubbing those. And this is also for scrubbing the hooves, so they're clean and not nasty and dirty. I can get these back in. Okay, let's see. So this is kind of like my bag. Like there's not really anything in here for the goats. This is kind of just all for me. But it's all necessities. So this is a travel sewing kit. So if you lose a button on your shirt or anything that you need sewn, definitely sewn, you can just sew it up, you know? You don't have to worry about it. This is a lint roller. I show market, so I have to wear black pants, and my goats are white for the most part. So I have hair all over me constantly. So this is so nice to have. I have a whole bag of Band-Aids because of blisters. He's coughing. Blisters, cuts, all that kind of stuff. My goats like to bite my finger while I'm setting them. And, you know, sometimes you don't pay attention and they get you with your back teeth, their back teeth. So I have a whole bunch of Band-Aids. I have these scissors, which these are actually for the goats. When you like do their legs or something and the hair is not quite matching up, you can just kind of cut them. But I just threw them in this bag. I don't really know why. I have a box knife for baling twine, anything like that. Also, sometimes you have problems with like your gate or something and you have to zip tie them at night so the goats don't get out, and you can just cut it in the morning. I have a pencil and a Sharpie. The pencil will make sense in a minute, but the Sharpie is for, like I said, my name is on all of my stuff for the most part, but if I end up bringing something or buying something new, I'm going to want to write my name on it. Also, you have to fill out stall cards, and sometimes there's not Sharpies to go around, so I bring my own. This is a little pill bottle full of safety pins, kind of for the same thing. For round robin, you have to wear a number and you have to safety pin it to yourself. Also, like clothing malfunctions can be detrimental without some safety pins. So I got some safety pins. I have a headlamp because we have to feed and clean pens at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And my camper spot is quite a ways away from the fairgrounds, so we're not sure if we're gonna like walk or drive or what yet, but I have this just in case. Also, we have like a feed shed down at the fairgrounds where we have to like get into to get our feed and stuff. So I just have this just in case. And then I have a carabiner because, like I said, sometimes the latches on the gates don't work, and then you have animals getting out, and it's just a huge mess. So I have all that stuff. And then, let's see. I have some tennis balls that have like cuts in them. So one of my goats wasn't dehorned when I got them, and he's too old to dehorn now. So these will be on him at fair. And then my plan is to vet wrap his horns when I go into the show ring, because these are just kind of hard. But I don't want him headbutting people and headbutting kids. So these will be on him at fair, and he looks like an alien with them on. Gatorade. I would not carry an actual bottle of Gatorade. Cassie just gave this to me for the purpose of this. But like electrolyte packets, Kool-Aid, Gatorade, anything like that. Our goats and sheep aren't used to drinking the water that's up where we show. And sometimes goats and sheep, they like sweet stuff, like sweet cock, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes if you add like Gatorade, Powerade, Kool-Aid to their water, they'll drink it, and they're still getting water, so I mean it's not bad for them. It just kind of helps them drink it. So thanks, Cassie, for that Gatorade, Powerade, whatever. this is like my lead bag and my collar. So in here, this is the lead that I use every time I need to lead my animals. I like these ones the most. They're just easiest to me. But I also have a backup lead. I don't like these kind of leads, but they are nice when you're at the fairgrounds and you have to wash. They're a lot tighter, and so your animal can't really escape. Also, they have a clip at the end, so you can like clip them to the stand or whatever. The only thing I don't like about these ones is the nose. It's kind of stiff, and the goats don't really seem to like it all that much. But I definitely have it if I end up needing that. This is my show collar. I have another show collar that's just the chain, but this is my lucky show collar. I have always shown with this show collar, never another show collar. It's just a Weaver green show collar. The Weaver is like rubbed off of it because I've shown with it for so long. But when I actually go to fair, I'll definitely put in my backup one, just in case that one gets lost or stolen. This is my brush bag. The only brush that's not in here is this one. This is my wash brush, and you just like take this part off. You can put the soap in there, and there's little holes where the soap will come out. So this is my wash brush. But I do have a plethora of brushes. So I have stiff bristle brushes, face brushes, more stiff brushes, some like carding combs, and some more stiff ones. So that one's full of hair. So I use these for their body, their legs, everything, their face. This is just to brush down my animals. And they all have my name on them because thieves. So these are more of fitting products that I use. This is just a whitening powder. So this year I have one broken goat and then one, normal boar colored goat. So I'll use this like more for him. It definitely sprays white. It works pretty good. I've only tried it out once. It does get on your clothes, but it just rubs right off. So like if I sprayed it on my sweatshirt, I could just rub it and it'd be gone, which is super nice because like black pants and stuff. This is the adhesive that I use for my legs. I use the medium one because goats kind of have stiff hair and it's kind of hard to manipulate. So I use this one, and a little bit goes a long ways with these. You don't really have to use a bunch. So onto the shampoos that I use. I use mane and tail also, but this is kind of like the cheaper version of mane and tail. It's just a mane and coat shampoo. I use this one, but it definitely gives your goats kind of some dandruff. So I also use Head and Shoulders. So I'll use this at fair, but when I bathe before fair, my leg just twitched, I'll use Head and Shoulders so they don't really have any dandruff. And then if I like bathe Friday and I use this, then I'll use this the next morning just to kind of keep the dandruff down. Okay, one more bag. This is more vet stuff. I definitely take more vet supplies with me, but they will stay in the camper. So I have some lube for like the thermometer and kind of those kind of things. I have some electrolytes. This is actually an empty bag, but I just kept it in here to show you guys what I use. It's just a multi-species electrolyte because like I said, sometimes goats won't drink the water and then they're low on electrolytes and all this kind of stuff and they're dehydrated. So I use this, and I'll use this throughout the whole fair. I won't just wait till they're dehydrated. The first day we go to fair, they'll have this in their water. I have gloves because I would definitely say that in our 4-H or in our FFA chapter and in some 4-H groups, I'm kind of like the goat lady. So if someone has an emergency or anything like that, I'm sure that I will get called. Last year, somebody had me help with pigs, and I'm not a pig person whatsoever, and I didn't have gloves. So this year, I was for sure to throw some gloves in. So this is just, I think, 10 pairs of gloves. I have vet wrap for any emergency and also for my goats. until there's no tip to his horn. It's all rounded. So I have a few more rolls of this at my house that will go to fair with us also. And then this fun little guy. So this, I have 2 needles in here, just like a universal size needle. I can give a sub-Q or an intermuscular with this. And then I have my drench gun. I will only be using my drench gun on my animals. If someone else has an issue with their animals, I will just use a syringe. I've only used my drench gun on my animals. I know where my animals have been. I know if they have diseases. And I know you can just like wipe them off, but I'd rather not mess with that. If you bring your animal to fair and they're sick, I probably don't want my animals to get it. So drench gun and some needles, and I'll throw more needles and syringes in here when it gets closer to fair. And then I have my thermometer, and same thing. I probably won't be using my thermometer on other people's animals unless I think it's a real emergency, and then I'll do it. Thermometers are pretty cheap. I'll just throw it away. But I have this mostly for my animals, just in case there's an emergency there. Kind of going along with the vet supplies, I only take out 2, I guess, medication type things. I do bring out probiotic paste just because, like I said, sometimes animals don't feel comfortable eating and drinking out there, and I don't want my animals to get dehydrated or not be eating. So this just basically makes them eat, keeps their electrolytes, just keeps everything up and kind of keeps them healthy. So I do take this out with me. And then I take out some thiamine. So this makes your animal want to eat food. It just kind of like with the probiotics, it just kind of boosts them up. And I just bring out this whole bottle with me because I know there's going to be other people that are going to be looking for this. So I'll have both of these things. This is the hoof sealant that I use. It's just basically smells like rubbing alcohol. It just has this like cotton ball thing, but I use that little brush. My goats do have their hooves sealed. I'm sure Cassie will want to seal her lambs, but it just like toughens their hooves and it doesn't let anything get inside like hoof rot or anything like that. And there's definitely been quite a few cases of hoof rot, so I'm not gonna mess around with that. So getting down to our last few things, I'll show this one first. So this is my clipper bag. It's just a Nike Spikes bag. So in here I keep my clippers and all of my blades. And I do take them with me to fair just in case I need to touch up anything. These are my clippers. I take them with me. And they do have my name on them, and I will not leave these in my show box. If I'm gonna leave my show box in the barn, these are coming out because I'm not letting someone steal those. So this is my last thing in here. I guess before I go through this, some things that I would take that like aren't in here obviously. Some things that make it easy. Your own stand. People fight over stands. People want to wash first. And if you bring your own stand, you don't have to. Also your own hose, because hoses are kind of like stands, and people, are just kind of rude. Also a blower or even a hair dryer. If you have to be that guy with a hair dryer, do it. It saves so much time. And like towels and those kind of things are always good to have. So this is my last thing. It's just a folder, and in here I have like animal health information cards. So like this is basic pig health, temperature, pulse, all that kind of stuff. And I have sheep and I have goat too. So I have these. So if anyone does have an emergency and needs to know this kind of stuff, I have it, especially because I said I know that people are going to be asking me questions. So I have this stuff just in case there's an emergency and somebody needs help. And then in here I have some flashcards. I do take my whole goat binder with me to the fair, but sometimes I'll forget it in the camper. So in here I just have like flashcards with questions that the judge might ask me, just in case I want to study up a little bit. I have all of these, which is just nice. And then I have a notepad. You have to know your buyer's name. You want to know how much your animal sold for. I also have a pen that's just kind of in here, and that kind of stuff. Also, I'm selling an animal at fair that's not being sold in market, so I can write down people's phone numbers, contact information, that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely be having this with me out there. But for the most part, that's kind of everything that I take to like shows with me and to the fair. There's definitely a few things that I'll be adding in last minute, and I'm building a new show box, so this show box will not be going with me to fair. But yeah, and this show box is just a fold up toolbox, so it does have a little wash basket kind of thing that comes with it, but that is not in here right now, and it just like kind of goes like this. It completely folds up, can just slide away, so it's really nice if you can't afford a show box or you don't want to build a show box. This is always a good option. But that's everything in my show box.